Good morning, students. Yesterday I explained about transverse waves. Now, yesterday I completed longitudinal waves. Now I am going to explain about transverse waves. Transverse waves. Transverse waves. A wave in which the particles of the medium oscillate or vibrate up and down, that is perpendicular to the direction of the wave is moving, is called transverse waves. A wave in which okay, listen now. Transverse wave. A wave in which the particles of the medium oscillate up and down, that is perpendicular to the direction in which the wave is moving. For example, it is the direction of the wave. Here A is the direction of the wave. Now the particles are oscillating like this. This CD. Perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Here AB is the direction of the wave. Now here particles are vibrating up and down. Here particles are vibrating up and down. Okay, at the same time the vibrating particles are perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Here AB indicates it is the direction of the wave. Now the particles are vibrating like this up and down. At the same time perpendicular to the direction of wave moving. Okay, it is the transverse waves. Examples of the transverse waves: waves on the surface of the water. Example for the transverse waves. This is about transverse wave. Now examples: waves on the surface of water. Examples: waves on the surface of water. We know very well. Okay, next one is waves along a stretched rubber tube. Stretched rubber tube like this. Okay, stretched rubber tube. Next, waves along a stretched string. Even the light waves and radio waves are also examples of transverse waves. Okay, second one, waves on a stretched string. Stretched rubber tube. Next one is waves along a stretched string. Next, even the light waves and radio waves. Radio waves are transverse waves. Transverse waves. Next, propagation of transverse waves through a medium results in formation of crust and trough. The propagation of transverse waves. Next one is propagation of next one representation of transverse waves. Next one, representation of transverse waves. Once observe the diagram. Here, AB is the direction of the transverse waves. Here, AB is the direction of the transverse waves. Now, here particles are vibrating perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Okay. Here AB is the direction of wave, but the vibrating of the particles along CD. Here AB is the direction of wave. Direction of wave. Here CD indicates the vibrating direction of vibrating. Here CD indicates vibrating of the particles. Vibrating of the particles. Here particles are vibrating perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Here particles are vibrating. Yes, at the same time the vibrating particles are perpendicular to the direction of wave. Okay. Propagation of transverse waves through the medium results in the formation of crust and trough. Crust and trough. Okay, listen. Okay, here. It is X and Y. It is the humping cycle. It is hump. It is halo. So hump is nothing but crust. Halo is nothing but trough. Halo is nothing but trough. Okay. The distance between the two successive crusts or two successive trough is equal to the wavelength. Now it is a crust. It is a crust. Now the distance between these two successive crusts is called a wavelength. It is indicated with lambda. So it is a trough. Now the distance between these two is called a wavelength. Wavelength indicated with we can write lambda. Okay. So crust means halo. Sorry. The hump in in a transverse wave, wave is called crust. It is a crust. It is a hump. Next, trough means halo. The halo in a transverse wave. Wave is called a trough. Okay, it is a halo. Okay. Okay, now crust means the hump in a transverse phase. It is called a crust. Next, the halo in a transverse phase is called a trough. It is a crust. It is also crust. It is a trough. It is also trough. Now, the distance between two successive trough or crust is called a wavelength. So, wavelength is indicated with lambda. Okay, it is about transverse wave. Okay, write some note points here. I will write note points here. The successive distance between first point, the distance between the two consistive crusts are between the two consistive troughs is equal to one wavelength. It is indicated with lambda. Okay. Now the distance between a crust and the adjacent adjoining trough is equal to the lambda by 2. Transverse waves cannot travel inside the liquid. Inside the liquid under gases. The propagation of a transverse wave through a medium results in the formation of crust and the troughs. Okay. Next one, the difference between transverse waves and longitudinal waves. Next one is the difference between longitudinal and transverse waves. And longitudinal waves. Okay. The first one, transverse waves. Next one is longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves. In transverse waves, the particles of the medium vibrate at the right angle to the direction of wave. Transverse waves consists of crust and trough. It is represented by displacement and distance graph. Okay. Now longitudinal waves. In longitudinal waves, Okay, difference between transverse and longitudinal waves. In transverse waves, the particles of the medium vibrate at the right angle to the direction of wave. Direction of wave. But in longitudinal waves, the particles of the medium vibrate parallel to the direction of wave. So transverse waves consists of crust and trough, but here compressions and refractions. Okay, so it is represented by the displacement and distance graph, but here longitudinal waves are represented by density and distance graph. Density and distance graph. Now graphical representation of transverse waves. Now graphical representation of transverse waves. Okay. These two are halos. These two are halos, that is called cluster. These two are hump. That is called cluster. These two are halo, that is trough. Okay. Now, from the diagram, a transverse wave is represented by graphically by plotting the displacement of the different particles of the medium from the line of zero disturbance against the distance from the source. So it is positive, zero disturbance, it is distance from the source. Okay, on x-axis distance and on y-axis that is displacement. Okay, when the transverse waves passes through the medium, then some particles of the medium are displaced above the line of zero disturbance, whereas the other are displaced below the line of zero distance. Okay, so transverse wave is represented by graphically by the floating of the displacement of different particles of the medium from the line of zero disturbance against the distance of the source. Okay, here OX means it is x, it is O, it is x. So here OX represents the line of zero disturbance of the particles of the medium. All the particles of the above the line of zero disturbance have the positive displacement, and below the that is negative displacement. Negative displacement. It is a graphical representation of transverse waves. Okay. Next, tomorrow I will explain characteristics of the sound waves. Okay. Thank you.